Hello, you magical human. I'm Rue the Witch, and welcome to or back to my channel. As you probably gathered from the title, today we're just going to spend a typical Friday evening together. My only plan with this video was I wanted to do exactly what I normally would do, but just bring you with me. So with that being said, we're gonna smoke a little bit, do a grocery haul, make some coffee, some homemade pizzas, hit leg day, journal with the moon, and do some skincare. Let's get into it. Fridays can be one of the most hectic days of the week sometimes, and my Friday ritual just keeps me sane, and I have so many of them, and I'm excited to share them with you guys. But first, I have to do something very important to make my brain turn on. Hold on. What did I just do to my hair? Oh. Yes, this is part of the Friday night ritual, okay? You're a baddie, so you're gonna know exactly what I mean, but you know when you get stoned and your makeup is fully done, like your face is beat, and then here's the kicker, I also have on a fresh set of nails. Hold on, let me adjust the lighting. So bad. Look at those. I feel magnificent right now. I held my hand the wrong way, but I feel magnificent right now. Couple bong rips, a full beat, a fresh set, like, we're about to have a good night. We're about to have a great night. Of course, the one Friday that I filmed, I didn't go to work with Nathan, which I usually do. So normally I would be with him picking up the groceries, but he is picking them up right now, and then we're gonna do a haul. In the meantime, I'm gonna edit some TikToks that I just filmed and watch Gilmore Girls. Don't mind the mess, but I'm also gonna light some incense.
You have lived in Stars Hollow for a long time, young man. It's time you became one of us.
Nathan's almost here. I'm feeling all cute. Can you see? What the heck? I sharpened my lip liner over there in the chair because I made a makeup video over there. I sharpened my lip liner, and I'm guessing I sat in the freaking shavings. If these clips of me grocery shopping don't convince you to order your groceries online, then I don't know what will. I got the house so clean, so I want to show y'all real quick. And oh my god, I literally gave birth to him. He's my son. Please don't summon demons in the bathroom, but he's so cute. Not only is the kitchen clean, but I have that set up for the little grocery haul in a second, and the pumpkin rag. It's that time. Such a vibe. Living room is all clean. I stalked Nathan's location, and he's almost here. So I'm waiting on the porch. I think I can hear the truck. Yup, he's here! Here's a quick overview of everything before I do the actual haul. It does not look like the amount that we paid for it. Oak is trying his best to get at it, but oh my god. Get away from the eggs, Oak! They're pitiful. I'm just gonna do the hauls how I do on TikTok and start with breakfast. We got some coffee. I get a lot of questions about what coffee we use. It's the Nescafe Ice Roast. So freaking good. And it's only like $8, I think. Got some egg whites and some bananas. If you can't tell, we're not huge breakfast people. Oat milk for said coffee. And we got 2 containers because Nathan's been on a cereal kick.
You did get 2?
Yes. Moving on to lunches. To start off, I got this massive bag of flour, not to eat for lunch, obviously, but I've been making our own sandwich bread. Not to flex on everybody, but I'm better than all of you. Haha, just kidding. To go on said sandwiches, we got some roast beef, tomato for his, not mine, baby spinach for both of ours. As a side to go with our lunches, I got some Quest protein bars. These are the white chocolate raspberry, so freaking good. And he got some crawtators. Spicy Cajun crawtators, to be exact. He's obsessed with these. Now moving on to dinners. First thing I got was some ahi tuna steaks. I actually did not mean to get these. I meant to be cheap and get the frozen pack, but of course they substituted it for the more expensive one. And some frozen broccoli. That's dinner option number 1. Dinner option number 2 is breakfast for dinner. We were out of bacon and eggs. Dinner option number 3, or 1 technically, since we're having it tonight, is pizzas. We were out of Cajun sausage, mozzarella, feta, oil, which goes into making the dough. You'll see that in a second. Black olives for mine. Last dinner option, I just got a big thing of frozen chicken because we already had some sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, rice, and that kind of thing here, so I figured I could make something out of this. For snacks, Nathan got this bag of cereal. I'm not even kidding. He will go through this in probably like what, 2 days, you think, by Sunday night?
Maximum.
It's Friday now. This will probably be gone by Sunday night. And for myself, I got some Oikos 000 yogurt. Y'all know this is my favorite. And some strawberries. We already had granola and stuff, so I didn't need to get that. We were also out of a couple things for the cats. So we got some litter and also got their favorite food. They're going to be happy about that. Since I bake so much, we were also out of instant yeast and sugar, and because we drink a lot of coffee. And then lastly, we were out of our face wash. It's this Neutrogena Hydro Boost, really cheap, really good. It also takes off all my makeup. I just wash my face with it twice, and I got some e.l.f. mascara.
Cause it was always you. And if I'm burning blue, please don't save me. I can't left to lose without my baby. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I said I'd never.
I tried to make an aesthetic restocking video, and now I have yeast on my toes.
Might not be forever, but
Don't you hate it? I'm gonna show you guys my coffee recipe, how I make our coffees. I've already showed this on TikTok, but I don't know if I have one here, I can't remember. Technically, you're supposed to use a teaspoon. I use 1 heaping tablespoon. This in my jar. I need a little more in my jar. I didn't put enough in my jar. Oh, I spilled it. Oh no, y'all are on top of the sugar container. Hold on. He brought me a treat. Okay, where was I? Y'all were on top of the sugar. No longer. You're on top of a different random container. 1 tablespoon of the coffee, 2 tablespoons of sugar. But instead of like being heaping tablespoons, I do them kind of flat because I add more to the oat milk. 2 spoons of sugar in each jar. Y'all can't see the jar right now. Just know it's there. After I have that, I froth our oat milk, and I've realized I get so many comments on TikTok asking how I get my oat milk to froth, and I did not understand why until we had to get a different brand, and it didn't foam up. So now I get why so many people ask. Get the Planet Oat brand, and this one gets really frothy. We get the extra creamy kind, and I'm going to put it in the Keurig attachment. This Keurig was a gift from my mother and father-in-law 1 year for Christmas for us, and it has been the best gift ever. There was only a little bit in that container. Also guys, for the most part, if you hear me say mom and dad, I'm probably talking about my mother and father-in-law unless otherwise specified. I just want to go ahead and say that now so it's not confusing. If I'm ever like, yeah, mom and dad did this for us, that's who I'm referring to. And then I add like half a spoon of sugar into the oat milk while it's frothing. Now I'm gonna add some water. I like to add a little bit to start just to mix it up really good, and then I add more after the ice. I might need the cups. Have the ice, now I'm gonna fill it the rest of the way with water. I do that because it helps me measure it so I don't make it too watery. Basil's acting like I'm starving her. It's 20 minutes until she gets fed, but she's been screaming for like an hour. Lastly, I add cinnamon on top. I sprinkle it while I say my affirmations. You guys know I love to do this. Or maybe you don't if you're new here, but I love to do this. Tonight I'm just speaking love and positivity into it. And the cinnamon is for success. Woo-woo coffee recipe, but that's how it is around here. Stir it clockwise towards you to bring that energy in. You just drank you a spell, girl. I will be doing a jewelry tour of my entire jewelry cabinet. I've gotten so many comments asking for one. I just can't decide if I want to do it on YouTube or TikTok.
Y'all hungry?
I'm on the earth and I'm penny all yellow like a bird. Inside me back 2 times 2, my money, bitch, all I got. Yeah, I already money about that money, that money I love. I'm shoving it in, yeah, I'm causing a madness. I'm fucking up ass, yeah, I'm popping the crowds. I'm popping the challenges, yeah, I never need practice. I'm only gonna never the dribble, yeah, your money subtracted. Yeah, I wanna take split up on a cut, split up on the swerve. Yeah, I need fucking with nobody, bitch, got a crib in the birds. Yeah, she could've got so bad, she could've got in the worst, yeah.
We're going to make the pizza dough. I changed into my workout clothes, obviously. A, to be comfier while we did that. B, because it's leg day, we're gonna do that after this. But first, let's get into the pizza dough recipe. Our pizza Fridays are sacred tradition. We have been doing this for what, like 5 years we've been doing Pizza Fridays. It started off with like pizza rolls and lasagnas and then party pizzas, and then it went into frozen, like actual frozen pizzas. Then it went from that into us making our pizzas, but it was made with all pre-made ingredients, like a pre-made crust, all that type of stuff. Now we make everything from scratch, everything except for the hummus, because our blender broke and we got tired of doing that. For this part of the process, we are going to use the help of Betty. Betty is my bread maker that mom and dad got me for my birthday because I bake bread so often, and she is going to help us knead the dough. It's really convenient because it's on a timer and I don't have to knead it and let it rise and set a timer and knead it. She does all of that. Also, hello, good morning. I can bake bread in here as well, but I'm obviously not going to do that because this needs to be a pizza, so I'm just going to use the dough option. This goes in here. And then this is the kneading attachment. Okay. I make this so often I have the recipe completely memorized. This is technically not even a pizza dough recipe, it's a flatbread recipe because we make like Mediterranean style pizzas and I use an Italian flatbread for it. We are out of Italian seasoning though, so it's not going to be an Italian flatbread, but 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of instant yeast, a teaspoon of sugar. I do a couple spoons of salt. You can add garlic, you can add Italian seasoning. We are out of both. Now, a tablespoon of olive oil. We use the garlic and basil pasta oil. Okay, a tablespoon of that. 3/4 cups of warm or room temperature water. 1, 2, 3. Now all you have to do, and this blew my mind, is close it, start, and I'm gonna press the dough option. Start again. Look at her go! She's spinning it around, she's kneading it, and it'll be done in 1 hour and 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna hit legs. Little update, a couple of Nathan's friends came over to pick him up. We all smoked, and now I'm about to work out. I'm going to do lower body and glutes with Move with Nicole. I'm probably gonna do an abs and booty video because I wanted to do some sort of abs today. Yesterday was abs and I actually only worked out for like 15 minutes. Sometimes we just have days like that and I was just not feeling up to it. So I only worked out for 15 minutes yesterday and I'm gonna try to do a little extra today. I feel like there was something else. I was gonna say. Oh yeah, ignore the spackle on the walls behind me. We live in an old house. There's screws all on the wall. There's dents. I was trying to fix it one day and I was like in one of those cleaning moods where I was running around doing everything and I put spackle on the walls. Yeah, that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago because I've been lazy since then and I haven't done shit to it. I haven't painted over it. I haven't sanded it, nothing. So I ended up just making it look more obvious. We're gonna ignore that though.
But is that a good thing? 'Cause girl, I came from your man. No man, I know it's on your brain. You probably hope it never would end. Like, is it the real thing? Or is it just a one night stand? Well then, let me send you high and go low. Now girl, when you try that thing down to the flow, I'm here for one night, how far will you go? I wanna see you high and go low. Now girl, when you try that thing down to the flow, I'm here for one night, how far will you go? I wanna see you. She like the bar with the big old chains, ride around town in the big old range. I knew when I rock big old chains, not a little nigga doing big old things. What you looked at? I came back for just to get to you, like you asked for.
Oh my god, I'm absolutely dead. We're about to make pizzas, but I'm literally out of breath. That's one of those workouts that's genuinely frustrating because the moves look so simple, but as you're doing it, you're like, hold on, why am I dying? Betty is saying the dough will be ready to knead in 5 minutes, so now we're about to prep the pizzas. But first, I'm going to change into some even comfier clothes. I'm back and cozier. I'm in a nightgown. Now let's make some pizzas. I never said she was subtle. I like to get started on the bacon before anything else because I sprinkle it over the pizzas whenever they're fully finished. So I just like to go ahead and get that out of the way while I'm chopping the vegetables and everything like that. Y'all, I just realized we don't have fucking... Why is it so dark? I just realized we don't have fucking tomato sauce for Nathan's pizza. I used hummus on mine, but I thought we had a can here so I could make his sauce. And it's 9 p.m. I just texted Nathan and told him they are still out, so if there's somewhere open, maybe he can stop and get a can. Worst case scenario, I do have enough hummus for both of us, but I'm just going to start prepping everything until he responds. Here's the ingredients that I'm going to be adding and or chopping up. Some bell pepper, onion, feta cheese, mozzarella, sausage, marinated artichoke hearts, black olives to mine, and pepperoncinis to both. These are a new addition. I don't know why we haven't been adding these sooner because we both love them. And here is how the dough is looking. Ah, it's perfect. Once a can of black olives is opened around me, I'll eat this whole thing in one sitting. I've been like that since I was a kid. I always end up eating most of the can while I'm making the pizzas, even though I only put like 6 or 8 of them on my pizza. And I've got the crumbled feta. Dangerous combo for me to be left alone with. So good. Everything that could be chopped up is chopped up, so now I'm going to preheat the oven to 475. I'm also gonna have me a little appetizer because I'm so freaking hungry. Appetizer in question. There's this quote by none other than Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty that says, I can't even remember exactly how it goes, so maybe it's wrong to call it a quote. But it's something along the lines of someone in the show was talking about spoiling your appetite. And Rick says in response to this, he's like, spoiling your appetite? That's a funny way of saying you're going to stop being hungry by eating food. Like, there's no such thing as spoiling your appetite. If you're hungry, take a bite of something. I'm literally cooking dinner, but I'm hungry, so I'm eating a banana. You know what I mean? That's intuitive eating. And when you get used to doing that, and just eating every single time you're hungry, and you'll stop overeating beyond the point of fullness at other meals. Does that make sense? This is my favorite part. It's time to actually shape the dough into the pizzas and then decorate them. Oh my gosh, I was so confused about what was in here. It's because I left the measuring cup. I'm gonna start by sprinkling some flour. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need the pans. Look how aesthetic everything is. So cute. I also just heard back from Nathan. He's on his way to the store to get some tomato sauce. In the meantime, we're going to stab these a bunch of times. This is called a spork, right? Yeah, whenever me and Nathan first started dating, I convinced him that it was called a fapoon and that he was weird for saying spork and that only him and his family said that. I was like, spork? What in the world? Like, it's a fapoon, obviously. Fork, spoon, vapoon, you know what I mean? Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. Low-key, I turned the oven off because Nathan texted me that they're here and we are going to smoke another blunt. I know I've been smoking more than usual, okay? It's Friday. And actually I haven't. I used to smoke more than this. Like a month, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like a month ago, I smoked more than this every single day on a daily basis. The fact that this is a lot to me is actually progress. Hey, but I'm telling myself this actually works out perfectly because my light had to charge anyway.
That's awesome. Bro, that was a cool Honda. Corey's getting his title for a single cab.
I already got it.
Don't work like that.
Modded to work with an ox on my iPod.
Theater setups in our room.
Yeah, we did.
Still straight up zip down.
Grab a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
Mic like a vandal. Some like a candle. Burning.
Hey, that's a bar though.
A fucking bar.
Unfortunately. I'm back. I'm a bit stoned. Let's make some pizza sauce. I'm not doing anything special. I'm genuinely just using canned sauce and I'm going to season it. The only thing that I do that's kind of special, I just started doing it. I kind of grate onion and bell pepper and garlic into the sauce. Nathan said that it made it taste really good. Also, I'm eating some of my flourless brownies. They're so good. Sauce. Yum. Now I'm taking a cheese grater and I'm just going to grate the onion into the sauce. I do this because Nathan loves onion and he used to just add chunks of it into the sauce. I already add chunks of it on top of the pizza, so I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate more of the flavor, obviously with onion powder too, but more of the real onion. I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate it without just putting more chunks into it. And then I got a little crazy and I did that with the bell pepper and the garlic as well, and he loved it. Also, I have the recipe for these on TikTok. That is what it should look like, and now I'm gonna mix it up. No, Tony Chachere's, pepper, salt. He likes a little bit of hot sauce. For my pizza, instead of tomato sauce, I use this roasted garlic hummus. That might sound weird, but it's so good. Garlic hummus, a little bit of mozzarella, feta, the toppings, and then when we're done, we top it with balsamic glaze. Oh, it's so good. These go in the oven for 16 minutes. I was going to say that it took longer than usual to get everything done and make the pizzas and work out this Friday because of how much I was smoking and filming, but if I'm being totally honest, that is just not true. A, because I was filming, it actually motivated me to want to get things done in a more timely manner, and B, I smoke this much, if not more, every Friday, so that just would have been a lot. At least I'm self-aware, okay? But now that we do have everything done, I can finally write in the moon journal. It's so pretty. Something that I've been doing lately, or trying to do lately, to keep me more connected to my practice is keep track of the moon phases. And I've really been liking this moon journal to help me do that. It's like a guided journal where you can journal with the phases of the moon, and it's very beginner, but I really enjoy it for that reason because I'm just now getting into this side of things. But these are some that I did on the new moon. I just looked it up. Tonight is a waxing crescent, so while our pizzas are in the oven, I might do an entry in here for that if I have time. I think it's on page 39. Yep. Waxing crescent. With less than 1/4 of the moon visible, this is a renewing period of continually growing light, which illuminates intentions and intuition. This is a time of gathering energy with a summons to action to actually do something to complete those things you've put aside because they're hard or uncomfortable. The moon's growing light corresponds to your growing determination to meet goals and challenges. Commit to what you can achieve, but do so knowing fully why your goal is important. This phase is also said to be a good time to plant crops in the light of the moon, the original seeds of intention. Nathan, you just planted plants.
I did.
And see, something else that I like to do is I like to read the little summary before I journal, obviously. And I'll just take my pen and underline things that resonate or that stick out to me and write little notes before I start, and I'm probably gonna do that now. I've made a couple of shorter videos about it on TikTok. I'll probably make a full video of how I got back into my practice, how I stay into it, all of that type of thing. I'll probably make a whole video for YouTube on that type of stuff, but this is just one small example about how doing little witchy things does not have to be anything ceremonial or big or massive. It can just be journaling with the moon. Each moon phase has certain correspondences and things that are associated with it, and so it'll just give you journal prompts based on that. This says, it's like a waxing crescent meditation, and it says, what actions will you take today to step towards your intentions? What healing message would you like to extend to the universe? How do you envision the outcome? And it just gives you different prompts in accordance to the phases. That's actually the timer for the pizza, so I'm just going to underline a few things. I underlined renewing period, gathering energy, and determination, because those are the 3 points that stuck out to me, and also what I was probably going to try and focus on whenever I do a bit more journaling later. In the meantime, we are going to eat our homemade, well-deserved pizzas to celebrate finishing off yet another lovely week and watch the chilling adventures of Sabrina. It's 12 a.m. We ate our pizzas. I am so tired, and then we watched Sabrina. We watched like 2 episodes of it, I think. I'm about to brush my teeth, get in the shower, do my skincare, and get the fuck in bed. I have not worn a bra since I had first started getting enough through the point of puberty to realize that I wasn't going to have enough cleavage to actually need one, but if I could imagine what it would feel like to take off your bra after a long day of work, the closest thing I can get to that is taking out my contacts. The relief is just immeasurable. Anyway, as you can see, I keep my skincare very minimal. Whenever I'm out of body wash or something, or in between buying it, I just use a Dove bar on my skin, and then I use the Neutrogena face wash, like I said, in my grocery haul on my face. And after I get out of the shower, I use the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer. Favorite step in the shower routine, lotion. The EOS Vanilla Cashmere Lotion. I have 2 things to say about it. First of all, whoever engineered the smell of it, the scent, needs a kiss on the mouth. Thing number 2, whoever designed the bottle needs to get jumped. I normally don't condone violence, but the bottle is absolutely insane. Once you get about halfway through the bottle, the nozzle for some reason thinks the bottle is completely empty, and you pretty much have to open it up and beat the lotion against the counter or your skin to get any out. I already broke the stick, and this happened in the last one too, but it smells so good, I'm going to keep buying it. Then I brushed some of the As I Am rice water spray throughout my hair since I'm in between wash days, and put some castor oil underneath my eyes. I use this every morning and night. I love it so much. It's some sort of all-natural blend of coffee or caffeine with the castor oil. I don't know, but my eyeballs love it. That's it. I'm whispering because Nathan fell asleep while I was in the shower, but I'm gonna finish a couple journal pages before going to bed. I've really been wanting to commit to actually journaling more often, so we're gonna do it. It's like 12:45 in the morning. I'm gonna try to be in bed by 1.
I want you to stay. Till I'm in the grave. Till I rot away, dead and buried. Till I'm in the
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here and go put my bonnet on and go the fuck to sleep. I'm so tired. I'm so ready to go snuggle up. So without further ado, let's get ready to end this Friday night, even though it's technically Saturday now, I think.
go, I'm going to. 'Cause I